Hey, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to talk about where my relationship with Archangel Michael is currently at. Now, if you missed part one where I said I'm done with Archangel Michael, either go check that video out or skip this one completely because it's not going to make any sense. However, it's been some time since I had my Akashic Records reading, and even though that video where I talked about how I was done with Archangel Michael was a few days after, I thought I had calmed down a little bit, but clearly after, some more time has gone by and watching that video, I was like, hey, I was a little heated. Maybe I owe Archangel Michael and Sophia an apology, but I'm still going to keep that video up simply because that was, a side of me that was speaking my truth. There's a ticked off side to me that feels that way. However, there's also a more loving and compassionate side to me that sees things in a different way. And so I had to remind myself of the big picture, because when I focused on, the life that I had lived and tried to make sense of it and understand why I came here, it wasn't getting me anywhere. And so I just had to remind myself that the bigger picture is to just try to help everyone heal and be more loving and raise the vibration of the planet, right? When I was able to get over the BS that I'd been through and focus on the bigger picture, I was able to let go of some of that frustration. And forgive my analogy here, but I feel like it just fits perfectly. And I said to myself, in regards to holding on to anger for the things that I've been through and the times where I felt like my angels didn't come through, I thought to myself, I was like, if a mentally handicapped infant came up to me holding a cake and then dropped it on my feet, like, how mad would I really get, right? And that's the same way I look at my angels. It's like, they may be mentally handicapped at times or indulging in too much alcohol on the other side, but they mean well, right? And everyone is here to help us grow. So, I kind of came to a crossroads in my life. I was like, either I heal and help other people heal, or I'm gonna sink right here. I was just gonna lose all hope for a bright future. And it wasn't until, I was talking to this gorgeous lady that I know, and I was quite surprised to find that, she had a calling to go home sometimes or whatever. And I said to myself, I was like, what's the best piece of advice I could give someone? And I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? The best piece of advice that I could give is actually not words. It would be for me to learn to open up my heart and be loving and happy in this life and be an example for people that have been watching my channel for a long time and been like, yeah, I've been on my healing journey and I came from a real dark place, but I think the best advice I could give would just to be a living example of, hey, look, I've come from attempting to commit suicide to actually being happy, not just preaching and teaching ways on how to be happy. So I've told myself, becoming happy and enjoying this life and being happy to be here is my main priority. And so I'm going to think of the big picture. And I realize not a lot of people are going through the same thing that I'm going through, but you can kind of, substitute this with the things you got going on in your life. You may have a bunch of good reasons for things that are holding you down, but in the grand scheme of things, they're holding you down and you're hurting yourself. We live in a reality where the more you open up your heart, the greater things in life are going to come to you. So take all your facts and good reasons for being ticked off on this life and just be like, you know what? My ascension and just feeling good is more important than anything. So I'm just going to push that to the side and do my best to heal and raise my vibration. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Appreciate those likes and subscribes. We'll see you in the next one.